this is a little different. It's a little different, right? Most people that's been kind of following me since I first started a podcast when it was really only kind of known on TikTok and, just now trying to get it known elsewhere. Just behind here, the microphone talking about weird history and all the things that sometimes drive you crazy when I talk about them too much. Spirituality and consciousness and military life, human behavior, all the things that I talk about. But like you and I have been talking a lot recently about, hey, we should sit down and talk about this. And you're like, yeah, when are we going to do it? And then we get distracted with something.
Squirrels.
Yeah. But no, it's just been it's a long time coming because we've been talking about doing this for a while. And I'm really excited about that because there's so many interesting conversations that we have. And there's so many frustrating conversations that we have. And we're like, we should share some of these, they have to be so relatable. So we've been talking, we talked about relationship stuff we could talk about, even though neither of us are experts on that. It's just hey, this is what we experienced and what do you think? What are your thoughts? This is what I learned from it.
We're not professionals.
We are not professionals.
Do not try this at home.
Talked about communication. ADD. What? Huh. Emotional triggers. Gosh, we talked about a lot of things.
Pew pew. Nervous systems,
family dynamics, all these little weird things that just make human beings human. So thought it would be really interesting if we just sat down and just pressed record and started talking about some of this stuff. At some point, conversations, they just end up meaning things that just usually weren't planned, things we don't think about, right? For example, there's a certain things that I think the word is ridiculous and ridiculously accurate and applicable to life. Case in point, there's a text message that you sent me recently. Yeah. Yeah, one of the greatest text messages I think that I've ever received recently, in memory. Yeah. And I saved it. I save all my messages from you and pictures and things, but I saved this because I knew that the moment was coming. I knew it was. 3:33, you texted me. You do that often. It's our thing. 11:11. Oh,
so cute.
I love you and all that. And it's cute. But 3:33 followed up with, and my bra just broke. So now, most people would just read that and move on. That's not our ADD mindset, and I have a prankster mentality. So, and I think context matters, and all my weirdness goes into stuff like that. So, I found it interesting that earlier that same day, we were out taking care of some things that we needed to, adulting and whatnot. And one of the things that you were doing was, in fact, what?
Bra shopping.
Bra shopping. You were bra shopping.
For pretty bras.
For pretty bras, yeah. But you didn't come home with a bra.
No.
and I asked you earlier today when I was sort of plotting this, I was like, I'm going to bring this up. What was your reason for not getting a bra? What was it you told me? I got tired, is what you told me. Those are the words you used. I got tired.
Yes, it's frustrating. When your tatas are past a certain size.
Ladies and gentlemen, the plot thickens.
This conversation is
so
tits.
Let's review the facts. Let's review the facts. Support systems showing signs of failure. Replacement opportunity identified. Replacement postponed. Reason, I'm tired. Which, by the way, are the famous last words of humanity. I was too tired. Every disaster movie starts exactly that same way. Not really, but...
Good intentions.
You said, nah, tomorrow.
It was hot.
And then precisely at 3:33, the support system structure failed.
I text that, and then I went to go grab something, and I heard pop, and I was like, oh man. The over-the-shoulder boulder holder broke.
Oh. Yeah, the breasticles had to fend for themselves. Not at 331, not at 334, 333. Yeah, so now Lori knows where this is going, I think. I think you know where this is going, right?
I'm sure you looked it up.
I did look it up because, I'm fascinated by numbers, and numerology is one of my little... I am not a numerologist, just for the record, but a lot of people have hit me up about, hey, can you run numbers on this? I can, but I'm not a numerologist. It's just something I find interesting, fascinating. So that's what I did immediately. Yeah, I started analyzing this like it was some kind of crime scene.
It was.
Yeah, it was a crime, to be honest. Yeah, but let's start with the numbers here, right? So 333, words are hard. 333 is, it traditionally is associated with communication and expression and awareness and growth, things like that, right? Which means, according to the numbers, the universe was trying to get your attention and on some kind of level, right? Whether humorously or whatever. But meanwhile, Haynes was just trying to get your business. Like, they needed new business, right? So let's talk symbolism.
Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair. Well, whatever brand. Haynes is a pretty famous one. It's what guys wear. I know that's not fair, but women wear Haynes too.
Are your bras Haynes?
I don't wear bras for my chesticles. Should I?
Yeah.
What is a bra? It's support, right? I shouldn't answer the question I asked. It's a support system, right? Yeah. Structure, containment, lift, all those great things. Yeah.
All the things.
At precisely 3:33, support structure system failed.
London Bridge.
And I started wondering, how many things in my life are exactly like that? Seriously, can you not compare that to things in life in such a humorous way?
If you really thought about it, I'm sure.
How many things do we already know need attention? Like, just in daily life, not me and you necessarily, but like people. How many things? We don't have to have an actual number. Lots. 50-11, 6-7. How many support systems are showing signs of wear in our life? It is something that kind of makes me think a little bit deep, no matter how funny it is. How many, conversations need to happen or don't? How many habits need to change? Stuff like that. And meanwhile, you're like, squirrel. Thoughts? Maybe that's what 6-7 really means. Support system structure failure for the breasticles. I don't know. But all this stuff though, like, we're tired. We're tired, but we keep going. And then some random Tuesday at 3:33, like, things snap. I don't think you find the same humor in it that I do. But the thing does, that kind of thing does actually happen in life to us. We get material fatigue and stuff. It shows up in things like that. I think it's funny how things can just sort of mirror that in little humorous ways that don't really cause us anything other than just a momentary frustration or an interesting text message to get shared on YouTube later. Those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're plotting what you're going to do to get me back for this.
I already owe you for a lot.
Yeah. But that bleeds into all kinds of things, though. People think that relationships are built on big moments, but, the anniversaries, vacations, milestones, but most of the times it's just tiny little things, observations, tiny habits, stuff like that. And sometimes tiny annoyances. Not that, I meant like I annoy you, not the other way around. It's not what you give me the look like, which brings us to another thing that we've been learning about each other pretty deeply. ADD. Yeah. I don't know I would call it fun.
I don't know that I would.
It's an adventure. If Dr. Seuss and Tim Burton, when he created like The Nightmare Before Christmas, if those two movies had a baby, like, I think that would be the experience. Like, it could be fun, but it could be really terrifying. and frustrating sometimes. None of the geometry makes any sense either, especially not for an ADD brain. You know what I mean? So,
I kind of do.
yeah, maybe my metaphor went too far. It sounds wonderful on paper, like when two ADD minds get together until you realize that they can accidentally start 6 conversations at the same time and finish none of them.
And follow none of them.
Except for the one that's following the conversation. Like, I can follow mine, and I'm like, why are you not following my conversation? Because you're chasing a squirrel conversation of your own, or you have one of your windows open and had a pop-up or something, you know? Windows are, for those of you that don't have multiple windows open in your mind, it's just like we have multiple things running. I'm sorry, sarcasm. Go ahead. Yeah, I think sometimes, like what you and I'll speak from my experience. Some things that I have learned is that sometimes what looks like not listening is actually distraction. And maybe what sometimes can look like forgetfulness is just time blindness, because we do get blinded to time very easily.
I know you do.
Yeah, not you. You don't want to own any of that?
Yeah. Oh, that's all
yeah.
good.
No, I own that I do. And sometimes I think that what looks like not caring, it's sometimes a brain just running too many tabs at once, and you can't, like, your focus is too split, your energy, whatever you want to just label it as, is just too split. Your focus is too split to give certain interactions, certain affectionate behaviors or tones or whatever it is that might be normal in the situation, and it just sort of takes away from that. And when you're on the other end of learning this person, that can be confusing. And, you know, sometimes I think maybe we don't ask the right questions about things like that, and we ask them from a point of insecurity within ourselves. You know what I mean?
I ate a pretzel.
I hope somebody got something out of that.
I'm listening.
I was just curious your thoughts, though, you know, because I think that one of the biggest mistakes that people make in relationships is assuming that the other person's brain works like theirs does.
No, yeah.
Because it just doesn't.
I expect me out of you a lot when I shouldn't.
Yeah. And not even close, and vice versa. Like, and it's, when you take a minute to step back, it's almost like you see where you misstep, and it's an over expectation, because I don't know, for me anyway, most relationship problems I don't think are bad intentions. They're I think a lot of it's just translation error. You know what I mean? Yeah. Any trouble translating me? You went on Google AI and asked some questions. I'm pretty sure.
About you?
Yeah, I don't know. Trying to figure me out something like you. Yeah, I don't know. According to your age, I'm being silly.
Oh.
Another squirrel. Yeah.
No, a lot of the times I have problems reading if you're joking about something.
That is true. I do have a very dry sense of humor. I think because I didn't really fully understand how to, and this plays into the ADD thing, and why I suspect, because of other characteristical traits about me, if that's a word, that I've noticed and been just kind of really forced to pay more attention to of late. I'm probably on the spectrum somewhere. I've talked to my son about this, that, you know, because he is, and I'm like, there's too many similarities. And we grew up in a day and age where you did. They didn't pick up on they just didn't get diagnosed with some things. You did get diagnosed with ADD. I did not. It is rare, yeah. And you got to experience the medicated side of it, where I did not, because there was no diagnosis until I was like in my early 40s. So, and I think I just got off track of what I was going to say because of the ADD. But it does, because I don't think I really learned how to, here I'm back on track again, give the correct, what would be expected as the correct social cues for facial gestures and things associated with the emotion, because I learned how to suppress it at such a young age. And not because my parents suppressed me in any kind of way. It's just I didn't know how my sensory problems were not really problems. It's just I didn't know what they were. I didn't know these sensory issues that I had and how to integrate them or things like that, you know. So, yeah.
Flip side, I went to counseling, and that's something that they did teach you was to pay attention to people's faces. You know, like read the room, if you will, but pay attention. Are they smiling? Do they look confused? Things like that. So that stuck with me, and I still do that to this day, like to the point of overthinking it.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's when I ask them, like, hey, what's wrong? And you're like, nothing's wrong.
I don't say it like that.
Ugh.
I don't say it like that either.
He doesn't. Not really.
No, there was a tone shift that I've become much more aware of that I didn't used to be. And it's because for me, it's like, and this comes from echoes of the past that have nothing to do with you, but it feels like I should be in sort of a defensive posture, but that's not at all. It's not at all what's happening. So it's error, read code, 404 file not found, error code again. Like I'm not interpreting just like you're not in those moments. And
in the beginning, that was very confusing for me.
Yeah.
With you.
Well, sorry for the confusion. I was a little confused too. About certain things. Anyway, but you start learning all these weird things about each other, and how we react when we're tired. Keep bumping the microphone. Can you pull it a little closer to your face there? There you go. How we react when we're tired and hungry and things like that, right?
Oh. Read Jason get hangry.
I was gonna say you, but kidding. Totally kidding. That's me. And don't disrupt my sleep. I slept through mortar rounds. Why are you waking me up? I could tell if a mortar round was close enough that I needed to wake up and go to the bunker. That's not close enough. You wake me up for, hey, I got a question. What? Sleep's important. At least we're not arguing about, breadcrumbs in the butter. That's somebody's pet peeve. Yeah. Instead of making pretzels with a microphone cord, which you could mess up, and I'm just kidding. What is it with the breadcrumbs and the butter? Explain that to me. Because that's actually when we first started talking about it would be humorous to get on here and talk about all these little weird idiosyncrasies and stuff. I was like, breadcrumbs and butter, I want to bring that up. And because I actually don't fully understand that one about you yet. This is the perfect time for me to learn.
I don't believe that was my pet peeve, but
You totally said that.
No, we heard it somewhere, and I was like, or in the peanut butter.
Maybe that's where I misinterpreted peanut butter. This is why we talk about things. But there was butter involved. Okay, explain yours then. Explain your version of that.
It's gross.
To leave crumbs in peanut butter, I agree. Like in the jar?
Yes.
What about breadcrumbs that kind of get off the bread knife on the stick of butter that's in the butter container on the table? Like somebody gets some butter to put on their bread and then they get another little slice. Oh, I need a little more butter.
The clean side, and you slice it off and you take it off.
Is that the way it's supposed to be used?
Yeah. What if the next thing that it gets used for is not on bread?
That's like saying, what's the last thing I washed in the shower with soap and the first thing you washed? Isn't it self-cleansing with food and a bread? Like you wipe it off the bread, right? It's not the same thing. I realize my analogy is wrong now.
What if somebody put butter on asparagus and left asparagus on the butter, and then you got toast in the morning and you were like, ew.
I love asparagus.
Ugh.
But I get your point. I take your point. Nobody's really arguing about breadcrumbs and stuff, I don't think. I think they're arguing about what it represents. Attention, effort, things like that. Consideration, awareness. Because if I know if something like that bothers you, why would I consciously just do it? Like I'm like, that's gonna irritate her. But I'm too tired to do it. My bra strap's about to snap. Like that's the things. I think it's tired sometimes. I think sometimes we do realize, but we're just tired, and we don't do simple things. I would take the breadcrumbs off, or just not use I wouldn't put it on there in the first place with breadcrumbs on it, knowing it. But just that's a consideration, right? It's never really the thing. It's just the meaning behind the thing. Not that this is going to become a relationship podcast by any stretch of the imagination, but there's little things that I felt would be interesting to share. Not that we're qualified to give advice on it or anything, but if you felt it, speak for yourself. Well, okay, maybe you're totally kidding. We've kind of said this from the beginning, sort of jokingly. It's really more your language, winging it, just trying to figure it out, because it's kind of what it feels like sometimes. One random conversation at a time. Say it again.
Winging it.
In a way, not really. Kinda. Some days it's relationships, and some days it's ADD.
Some days it's both.
Some days it is. How do the both become something you don't? I mean, the racial relationship's fine, but when the ADD is not speaking the same language. And I say this because, like, we just basically finished, what was that series that we've been watching? We've been binging
Love
on
on
Netflix.
the Spectrum.
Crying at it every time. Thanks a lot for that.
It's so good.
It is good, but like I cry at every episode.
It's so sweet.
Yeah, it's a really good series. We've just about, like, we have one episode left?
One sad little episode.
They didn't make another season. So I'm not going to say anything about it for anybody that hasn't watched it, but if you haven't, you should go watch it. It's really good.
It's worth it.
But noticing, like, tics that couples on there that get together have, and the ones that are willing to help one another out with things, and the ones that voice, like, this isn't for me, you know?
Like the one today.
Yeah.
We just give you a little snippet.
Yeah.
So there's a couple... And the guy was like, I'm going to clean my room before she comes over. I need to, like the first thing he said, I need to clean my room before she comes over. So it's nice and clean.
Yeah.
And he was so excited to show her his room. And he didn't clean much.
It didn't look like he appeared to clean. Did he said something about the dog came and peed somewhere and he put a sock on it? I think that's what he said. But then she's like, "Oh, you're a dirty boy."
She came in and she looked around and she was like, "Oh," she was like, "Your room is really messy."
But
she was like, "It's dirty." She was like, I forget what all she said, but
I was trying to imitate her accent. And I did a poor job of it, but she said, "You're a dirty boy," and it's like, "I can show you how to be a clean boy."
But the point is, he was like looking down, and he was like, "I'm not usually messy. I'm not."
Yeah.
I think he kind of hurt his feelings a little bit, and she was like, I can help you.
Yeah.
He's like, I can teach you how to organize. I can help you clean it. We can put things where they go. It was just a sweet moment. Like, she saw the downfall and she noticed his face and she was like, I'll help you.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
It
was sweet. Yeah, he actually, I remember, he was explaining, like, I think he said a cockroach, like, walked into his room or something, and
she was like,
somehow, like, I guess it freaked him out, and he didn't, I don't know, that kind of messed him up, so so
he wanted to be cleaner.
Yeah, and
yet it was still a hot mess.
Yeah. But I could understand the sort of the organizational, and when I first started learning about, like, autism, when my son we were learning about it for our son, and they explained it kind of like his mind is like a spider web, which is very much like mine as well. Like it can't go from point A to point B. It has to go through all of these different avenues and directions, and it has to explain all of that. And you can't disrupt that flow to get to its destination and explain its point. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the way the train of thought is, and that's the way they described it to us to begin with, and sort of wrap our minds around. So I could see that because I saw him struggle with he's super, super particular about the way like he would display things in his room and stuff like that. And if things got messy, his mind got messy and his behaviors got messy and all that. And that's not unlike how I am. If I'm not organized, like my mind gets disorganized and everything else follows. So I could really kind of relate to that, and then feeling bad about this is not typically how I function, you know?
I'm just looking at all the labels on all the boxes.
Yeah, squirrels.
No,
you got squirreled.
these are useful squirrels.
They are. That you got squirreled by your own
You're talking about
organization.
labeling things.
But you're
I
right.
mean, like, hello. You can't see it, but everything is labeled.
Everything in here is
everything has
labeled.
a
It's
name tag.
which probably irritates you when I'm like, where's the thing?
Like, so it might be in that box that has the label medicine.
Yeah, it's labeled.
The box is labeled socks.
And I showed you where it was at orientation. Did you forget that already? Look in your pamphlet. Totally kidding. There was an orientation. There was no pamphlet.
Should I have made one?
I'm a picture guy. Like I'm like a visual. Like it would have helped. But you visually showed me, so that should have worked.
Attach a picture to the label?
Might help, for future reference. I do love the decoration decor behind this up here, and it was originally for art studio, artistic creativity. Yeah, I'm very organized. We should have the stars on. I don't know how it would show up on camera. Can't hear you.
But it might. Might not.
I'm gonna get you a lapel mic, and then
Am I not close enough?
And it doesn't matter where you go. You're gonna be the same.
I just need
way.
to wiggle.
It's okay, wiggle. I'm just messing with you. Wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah, make a pretzel out of the microphone cord.
I just did again. Look.
It's a great pretzel. So,
we have fortune cookies.
That's a good point. We do have fortune cookies. I knew I had like checkpoints because like we get distracted and I'm like, I don't want to script anything. I just want to go over here and talk about the things we want to talk about. Like that's the way I've been since I started this. It's like, let's just have a conversation. And then I forgot my bullet points to be like, don't forget to talk about this or this. Don't get distracted and forget about this.
Where's your teleprompter?
I don't use one. And that would confuse me even more, huh?
That I know.
It would be even confusing more. So grab the fortune cookies. I think we should try that. I'll get them. Wait, can you? You can move the microphone. Like you can sway it.
That would be way too easy.
It would be. So
for the challenge.
So what are we doing with this? We talked about it. And I think we kind of went back and forth over what to do, but we just like randomly, like, so we went and bought some. Did you order these or buy them?
No, we went to an Asian market.
That's right. Well,
Kim's.
I didn't know we got them there. Okay, awesome. Love that place.
So
we thought it would be a great idea to just pull them out and read them, and then
I need glasses.
I have glasses, but I don't think they're going to work for your prescription.
I don't know how you did fortune cookies when you were younger, but all of my friends would open them, and you have to add in bed.
Oh God,
So
we're gonna do that. Am I gonna? Hey, hold on. Let me get myself prepared here. Hold on.
Is that?
That's not the right one. Sorry. Is this the right? No, that's not it.
That's not it.
There we go. So, I'm getting ready to bleep. You just said in bed. I'm trying to make this appropriate for kids, but not really. I mean, just language
Kids don't
wise.
need our advice.
That's true. Hope ours do. Come on, now think about what you say. It's not intended for kids, though.
It's rated PG-13.
That means you're gonna have to let 2 of your kids watch it. So do I get to eat this too?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's.
You sure I can eat it?
I take it back.
It's a sensory thing, right?
It is a sensory thing.
I know that. I'm sorry.
Sometimes when Jason eats in bed, I'm like,
Which was
I will cut you.
she's not joking.
I'm like, I'm gonna go outside until you're done eating whatever that is that you're eating. I can't handle it. Okay. Well, this one doesn't really make sense with that ending.
Well,
But it is true.
mine does. Admire those who succeed and learn from their success in bed.
Oh. Well, maybe we should ask Bill.
Oh, God. Bill, we're doing fortune cookies next time you come on.
Every time we go there, we need to get another bag.
We do.
Just for
All right, so read yours.
kicks and giggles.
Read it.
You will be spending some time on the beach soon. In bed. And the bed doesn't work for that one. But it is true.
We do have a beach trip coming up.
Do.
There will be a bed.
You can hold on to that one.
You will be spending some time on the beach soon. Oh, cool. All right.
Do you think I didn't read it right, sir?
And then you can admire those who succeed and learn from their success in bed.
Are we going to a nude beach?
No.
Your turn.
No, I don't think that's allowed where we're going. We'd have to take another cruise and find a beach. So I got to read my next one. All right. I still have half a fortune cookie to eat, but I'm not gonna. Oh, I feel so gypped. There's no fortune. There's
sure?
no fortune. Well, let me make a mess on my lap here.
Oh my
I get a
goodness.
do-over. There was no fortune. That's yours. I can't take your fortune. Thank you. All right. I see paper in there. I see paper. I'm going to take it out without breaking the cookie. What does that mean? Should you do that? Should you break a fortune cookie?
Sacrilege.
Like, should you take it out before you, like, break the cookie? I feel like I should break the cookie. I'm going to break it.
I think it's more fun to break it.
It is.
Because it makes a noise. I hear.
You just got...
Welcome.
You just talked about sensory issues and you're
I'm
making all
not
that.
just not in my mouth.
That's what she said.
I don't think that's what she said.
Okay, not for kids, this episode. You will enjoy doing something spontaneous this coming weekend.
Hey. Okay. It's my turn.
Go ahead.
Oh.
What?
Soon, someone will make you very proud in bed. Jason, I'm counting on you.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. One more.
I have to do another one?
Yeah. For shizzle.
For
It's already
shizzle.
broke.
This doesn't go good under mine. Gosh, these glasses are hard, you know. What'd you just... Oh, you threw the cookies at my feet.
It's in a bag.
It's in a bag. Okay. All right.
These are reject cookies.
Is that number 2 with no message?
Let me make sure.
I got a message for Kim next time we go buy cookies from her.
Empty.
Let's bring the empties back. It's on.
I need a refund.
Look, it's on YouTube. We'll show her the video. Be like, look, we opened these up on, and we even
their last name.
promoted your business without you asking us to. All right, look, I'm opening my next cookie. Here. You did it to me. All right. You will find your solution where you least expect it in bed.
Is that where I left them?
Oh, God. So, the solution to what? To everything? Let's review these before we open
answer
any
is
other...
42.
Before we make another, like, further this mess in my lap here. Let's talk about the advice that we got that's going to change our lives, apparently in bed, because
Oh, wait, this is the last one.
Lori's dirty mind spend on
Okay.
the end of this. Do I need to read all these? There's crumbs everywhere. That's a sensory thing for me. I got crummies everywhere, and it's on my pregnancy pillow. Nobody that's listening understands the reference I just made. I'll explain it later. Go ahead.
Jason loves a lap pillow.
I do. I have to have one.
Okay, last one.
Read it.
A longtime admirer thinks highly of you in bed. Would you like like me to slap? Are you okay?
No, I shouldn't be taking a sip of a beverage when you're saying things. Lesson learned.
That's not the last time it'll happen.
God.
So, yes, longtime admirer thinks highly of you.
Oh, God.
Is that you? Bye-bye.
Maybe. Long time? Like, how long time? I love you long time. How long are we talking here? Me love you long time. You never saw Full Metal Jacket?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay. I know.
I know.
And I know where you saw it at, too. Yeah. That's okay. Okay, moving on.
Oh, that song's in my head.
Soon someone will make you very proud in bed. Like, who's the someone? Like, I don't think we should discuss that because the bed reference.
I mean, we can take the bed out of it.
Yeah. Let's do that for a second here. You're going to find the solution to where you least expect it. What kind of solutions are we looking for here? Blame it on my ADD.
Don't make me sing. We like to talk in song lyrics a lot.
Yeah. We do?
Okay,
or
I
you
play a
do.
really good game. And
So
you're
I do like it, but I have
So
to
I
be...
was thinking about dinosaurs and where they came from and
that they were genetically engineered by the aliens that genetically engineered
and I'm
us.
like, did you get my reference? Jason. I'm expecting, like, I'll even set you up and you'll be like, did you see that star? I don't think that's an airplane.
Yeah, I've said that the last 2 nights straight because there's been a lot of activity flying over the house.
You could be like,
That's been different than it.
in the backyard.
For those of you interested in aliens and stuff, I think there's been some activity over where we live. It might be the reverse engineered stuff that our government's not admitting that they made.
So if we disappear, you know what happened.
I mean, why would we're just observing? They're flying over us. We didn't do anything, so we're talking about it now. Is that why? So speaking of aliens,
Oh no!
and I know you don't follow this, but you know, Bill. Yeah, Bill has to come back on. And give me Bill. I have the talking Bill now. So since we're on the topic of aliens, not because you took us there.
Oh no! Take us back. We're going away from the aliens.
There have been 2, and I haven't followed it closely, honestly. I've got tidbits of stuff, but there's been 2 releases of UFO, like our government released. You didn't know? I know you didn't know this, and most people that follow me already know this stuff, but so we literally now have our own government saying that, yeah, we've known about aliens since like the 40s, and like there's been this and that, and there's 4 different types of aliens, and they've shown footage that hasn't been seen yet, but like pretzels, right? Mm-hmm. I want to get your undistracted thoughts on this. How does this change things for other people that actually pay attention to it? I know it doesn't bother you at all. You don't know? Think it's all a psyop?
They could be real.
You think so?
They're probably real.
I believe they are. I don't necessarily know that they're what we being told they are, what we may think they are. I think they could be something different. There's lots of different theories and thoughts on that, and I won't bore you with all of that. I'll wait till we have a guest on, and I can dive deep. And you're just like, I'm stuck in the middle of this.
I need to find the alien hand.
1 foot in the dark ages. He's one of my favorite characters. No, he's not a character, but he's one of my favorite people on that show. ADD. What?
The alien hands.
Yeah, we don't have them with us right now. We need them for this, since we're talking about aliens. Okay, future reference, we talk about aliens. I have to have the alien hand, okay, or I can't talk about it. I'm going to have one for each finger. So this topic, this was this breed of alien, and this one was, they all do it like that. Or by genre of alien theology. No? And we're done. You have Bill. Okay, so anything else you want to add to this?
Not off the top of my head. I
Yeah.
mean,
Thanks for sitting down and doing this with me. Been a long time coming. We had so many topics, and we got so many more to come. But I kind of wanted
I've been trying to do this for
a hot minute. Yeah.
words out of my mouth.
Sorry. So, yeah, there's a lot more that we could talk about, and
A lot.
I'm interested to do this little experiment again, but we're gonna have to replace it at the end with let more, and like we'll replace the end of it with like I'll surprise you, be like, okay, so you have to end this with in Jerusalem or something. Like, no, scratch that. There's a lot going on. Let's take that one back. You have to replace it with something now. Yeah, you're gonna learn great things. You're gonna learn great things on Pluto. Like it'll be like that. You just replace it with Pluto.
Ask them.
That's actually a good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What should we replace it with at the end? Like with the fortune cookies? Should like Lori? How do you open Lori says in Lori started with in bed. Let's go somewhere that's a little more PG maybe next time. Or you may, if you're military, you may even go darker. That's cool too. I'll just make sure to get the rating right on YouTube before I post it. But yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. I think it's a good stopping point. Yeah. He's ready for his nap because he's about to turn 82. Bill doesn't nap though. I don't think he ever naps.
Bill, the real Bill.
The real Bill is a live wire. So I had somebody actually. I wanted to bring this up. So I was looking at one of the clips I made from the last episode we did with Bill, and where he was explaining how he's reversed his aging process and you know, from his perspective. And somebody asked on there like, "What's his secret?" And then I was like, "Oh, so many answers." I don't want to get my video taken down off of TikTok. They're very strict about that. So,
Bill
I just gave it a like. I figured that was appropriate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Bill though. Gotta have him back on. Yeah. Especially with fortune cookies. And a suggestion of what we should replace in bed with. Could be in Tahiti. Yeah. That rolls well off the tongue. That's a good stopping point. Yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Life feels like a carnival spinning out of control. Oh, Abby's calling, can you hear her voice? Like a siren in the night, she's my only choice.